We have reached the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. This is the Capital One Orange Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. Commodores will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Dump off caught by the running back. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A completion sets up a second down play. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets him up first down at the 33. And the Commodores will line up on 1st and 10.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion.
Oh, down he goes. It's a sack.
This is exactly how you can slow down the momentum and a rhythm of an offense. You got to get some tackles for a loss and some sacks. This time, they come up with a sack by getting after that quarterback.
That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They finally tackle him, but all the way down to the 20-yard line. Commodores are going to cash in here in the red zone. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
Here we go, opening drive of the semifinal game. They face 3rd down in the red zone. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
So on 4th down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. He made it. 3 points on the board. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the single back takes the handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the running play stopped on first down. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their 25. Back to pass. It's Cobb. Quick throw over the middle. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
A new set of downs after that completion. They'll hand it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. The receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42. Tackle made, and the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a first down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Pass is tipped and falls incomplete. Someone got a hand up to deflect that one.
If that ball were thrown just a little bit higher, they could have gotten away with a completion. But great play by the defender getting a hand on it.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Looks to his left and makes the completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Big throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Clutch conversion on 3rd there. Sets him up first down from the 31.
One of the areas that separates good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offense is on 3rd down passing plays. And that was a perfect call and really well executed.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. The Demon Deacons will have 1st and 10 here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. It's a bootleg looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Catch made in space. Look out. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there. And the Demon Deacons will line up here on 1st down and goal. Scanning the field. It's Cobb. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Wake Forest. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Looks right for a quick completion.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He lets it rip. He's got it. That is enough for a 1st down. Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36. And the Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this 4th down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that 1st down.
The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. It's a shotgun run call. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short in the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. They'll finally catch him. That's a huge return. They get the takeaway and set the offense up in great position.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looked pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics.
Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Wait. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now coming up from the 17-yard line. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Boy, the timing here by this defensive back, that is tough to do. You know, we always use the term great ball skills by a receiver, but here the corner locates the football and knocks it away. Great play.
The pocket breaking down. Then as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Wide open downfield. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, third down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time, nice throw, and it's a first down.
Makes a nice move there. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. Well, Kurt, Wake Forest has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime, the crucial second quarter beginning right now. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And here's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Cross. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to chuck it again. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down.
You can see what the offense is trying to do here with this screen play, but they avoid disaster by at least getting a few positive yards. The defense doing a great job of anticipating the screen here.
Pressure is coming. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive, over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion, and it brings up a big fourth down to see if they can keep this going.
He knocks it through with confidence.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looking to pass. It's Cobb. Quick completion to the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference. Second down after that completion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking to throw it on first down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Finds room at the 30. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Demon Deacons.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out onto the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. Makes a quick grab. They finally make the tackle, but the defense gashed by that big gainer.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality is seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. The Commodores hoping to punch it in here. They have first and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Pass hot, can he get in? Ball carrier tackled there. And the Commodores will come to the line to crank up the tempo. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Commodores.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Now they'll go for a 2-point conversion. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And the defense wraps him up.
Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here, but they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
Quick pass, the catch is made. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
They finally stop them at the 8. It'll be first and goal.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Makes a quick catch. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Just a great play here by the corner. The offense completes the pass, but the corner comes up, makes a formed tackle while driving the offensive player back in the process.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Trying to find the end zone off the right side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
What a great job there by the defense, reading that play, pursuing to the football. Nice loss of yardage there on second and goal. Now it's third and goal for the offense.
And tackled there by the defense.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. Got to wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? They'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. The Commodores will bring their punt team onto the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. Looking to pass. It's Cobb. Quick throw to the left. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on 1st down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking deep downfield with the left. And it falls incomplete. 1 final shot as the quarter expires. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Commodores will kick this away to get the second half going. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. Looking downfield. It's Cobb. Receiver makes the catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important 2nd down play coming up. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for the nice game.
The Demon Deacons will have to kick this away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. See if he can make something happen with the return. And they've got the returner correct. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Moves out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result he could have hoped for. Because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. And the quarterback dropping back. He lets it go. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. It's a run. Running back's got it. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Throws it to the right. And the ball is picked off. Could take it all the way. Now the 40. Past the 20. Inside the touchdown, Wake Forest. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception, and I love that he's got the speed in the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Fighting off the defender.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the running back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Passes the 40. And move the ball across midfield and set up a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Commodores begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Handoff on a single back formation. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Caught quickly. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a 1st down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
And the Commodores are looking to keep this drive going. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. The back's got it. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. Commodores looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Second down, looking to throw it. A short completion at the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth and making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
After all that, heaves it deep down the middle. Touchdown, Commodores. Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the 4th quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Chris, can you believe that? This guy's one of the more sure-handed players on this team, and he just drops it, really for no apparent reason. Hopefully it won't affect his confidence the rest of this game.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. It's Cobb. Throws to the tight end. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Defense is coming after him. Checks this down to the running back and uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Ball carrier brought down what is the final play of this 3rd quarter. Well, Kirk, Wake Forest has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Catch made on the left side. The tackle is made. The offense is now set up with a first and goal from the 8.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. And now it's first and goal.
Play action here on first down. He's running out of time here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
That's a big sack by this defense here on first down. Now, the offense still has opportunities to rectify this situation, but it's not the best way to start a first and goal situation.
After the big loss on first down, it's second and goal backed up. To throw, it's Cobb. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him down behind the line. They lose yardage on that completion. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Handoff to the single back. And he's brought down at the 3-yard line.
The offense has a big play here, but they really put themselves in a hole on first and second down. That's why they've needed to try to play catch-up. They get some great yards there on third down, but it's still fourth down. Can they pick up the first?
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And the importance of this attempt, if he makes it, it's now a 3-score game. And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. Will hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stop for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Delivers quickly to the left side. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Now the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend but don't break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving the ball too quickly down the field.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Here's the second down play. Looking to throw it again. Fires it to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
It's just so hard in these late game situations when you're trailing by this much to try to get the ball downfield against nickel or dime coverage. They're inviting you to take that underneath throw, hoping you burn the clock as you go.
And the tight end grabs it over the middle. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. So they find the reliable tight end. He makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, you've got a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
He escapes the pocket. And the two-point try is good, so the lead is down to 11. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. The Wake Forest offense back out on the field now. That last possession produced a field goal, but more importantly, it milked the clock. And they do that again. Dropping back, it's Cobb. And it's intercepted on a desperation throw here. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
That's the last thing that you could afford to do. Working with the lead in the fourth quarter, I thought it'd be easy throws, high percentage throws, run the football, keep that clock moving. Now you've given your opponent a chance to get back into this game.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Looking for a man. Finds his man. It's Sampson. Breaks a tackle into the clear. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Commodores come up to the line in a hurry-up. And the big numbers just continue to pile up for this quarterback. That's more than 400 passing yards in the game now, Kirk.
Chris, this defense has tried everything to slow him down, and nothing has worked. Whether they play zone or man, they blitz to try to put pressure. Anything to get him out of his rhythm has not been able to work because of the way this guy's been able to read coverage and get the ball out of his hands quickly, and the results have been a monster day.
Incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 22. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Tries to get it to the running back. And that's a third straight misfire.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Oh, and he knocks it right through.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
Wake Forest sends the offense back out on the field now. 2 o'clock with the running game. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
The spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Then the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock. Looking downfield, it's Cobb. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Man, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
Playoff teams coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, These guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football? And diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Well, Chris, this is why they're here, right? This is why they're in the postseason. You get to a critical moment in this game with the lead late in the game, a chance to really put this game away, and they convert.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Minor penalty will cost the defense 5 yards. The defensive penalty makes it 2nd and 7 for this offense. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.